I started my journey in the year 2003. I completed my BCom, MA, MBA, and I joined business, textiles. Till the year 2006, everything goes on very well. I have my highs and lows, and I'm very, very satisfied. But the main point of time that changes everything comes in the year 2008. 2008 is the year of the US recession. A recession which had a very adverse effect on the industry of diamond in Surat. There were a lot of diamond workers who were rendered jobless. In the newspapers, I would be reading that a lot of people have done mass suicides. Unfortunately, nothing could be done. That's where I thought that textile required the manpower. Diamond needed it. So we came up with this idea of rehabilitation of jobless diamond worker. That was the first program, which ought to look like a very normal thing, because the diamond industry as well as the textile industry, it would be balancing. I called a lot of industrialists of textiles and I asked them that whether they require manpower, and then they could give a little bit of something, maybe a bus pass or maybe a grain sack or something like that to these diamond workers. The answer that I got was very shocking, and that changed my entire course. So they told me that it is your social initiative. You are the social worker. That was the first time what I thought as an industrialist, it was my duty. Again, somebody told me that I am doing social work. That was the first introduction. At the same time, I learned that there is selective sensitivism. Selective sensitivism, selective generosity is a part of life. That is where I learned that I am a social worker. I continue my journey with the cancer camp. After one such camp, I am sitting with the oncosurgeon and we are sharing a cup of coffee. There is a file that comes inside and I am very scared. Like, okay, what is the result? And the doctor informs, unfortunately, the victim has 4th stage cancer and is not going to survive more. I'm shattered. I saw the entire journey of a victim and the entire family which had the faith and the belief when they came in, and when they go out, they're counting the time. How much minutes, how much time do we have? So that was very shocking, and I said that we need to do something for cancer. What can we do? So the oncosurgeon tells me that there is, in the developed countries, there is a concept by the name of pink ribbon, breast cancer awareness, where they illuminate a building. The illuminated building gives a message of mammography. I was very emotional because of that incident. I thought that we will highlight more than 100 buildings in Surat. And yes, we did it. We did a lot of programs. Unfortunately, that camp got unnoticed. I was shattered because the media didn't highlight. The other day in the newspapers, because of these pink buildings and everything, nobody knew why we had done this. Those people who were planning to back me, the pharmaceutical companies as well as some philanthropists, they said, no, we are not going to be there with you. So I had to pay this entire amount, which was a huge amount, because one metal halide at that point of time would cost minimum 600 rupees per day. And only the Surat railway station, we hosted more than 60 metal halides. I had to pay lakhs of rupees. And I had to explain my family that I have lost money, but I have not lost in shares or stocks, or I have not gambled, but I have lost money. So many of my friends and family, they advise, you have so much of the things, why don't you live your normal life? Why are you interested in all that? At that point of time, the second lesson of my life, that I might have lost money, but I gained my belief, because my belief against cancer at that point of time was very strong, and I continued the journey. Coming to the third incident of my life. So the third incident is where we screen, again, the biggest cancer screening camp held in Dang. Dang is the poorest tribal belt of India, the 18th flagged tribal belt of the world, and the results are shocking. When the results came, we were surprised that the immunity of these ladies was very high. I bring back, in 2016, we launched Clean India, Green India, a tree plantation campaign, and I pledge that till the last breath of my life, I will be planting trees. Again, thank you. Again, there was a moment in which I could see a lot, I was researching a lot of things, and there were so many things, and it was shocking. The entire data and the statistics were shocking. I'm going to share those with you, and I'm sure that you will be very concerned, very, very sad to know that the per head tree count of India is the lowest in the world. Only 28 trees. So only 28 may look like it is good, which is the highest is 8,953 trees in 2019 in Canada. 2020, that is 10,000. Something around 716 in America, 4,000 something in Russia. It's really sad that 11 years of an Indian are reduced because of air pollution. 30 most polluted cities in the world, 22 are Indian cities. 60% of an entire country, there has to be a land which is there for forest. Minimum. Ours is just 24.56%. So 67% is Bhutan, happiest country. 70 is Japan. I again get back and I think that, okay, if I have a long life with God's grace and blessings, if I have the money, I will be planting trees. Until the last breath of my life, if I calculate, it will be 1 crore trees. That is less from now. So what am I going to do about it? There where the entire, this unfolds again, that I need a mechanism in which I can convince, I can brand environment. So that again is, as an entrepreneur, you need to have a heart and a mind of an entrepreneur to protect your belief. And in that entire exploration of 150,000 trees, I realized that tree plantation is not glamorous. Other camps, other social camps are very glamorous. Tree plantation, you require a lot of money, energy, you need patience. Your skin gets tan. So nobody would want to do that. I had to make it glamorous. There where you saw the green crusaders, the cars, the green Udna railway station, Udwada railway station, the tree Ganesha, everything is a part of the campaign. I have branded environment. And that is what you've seen. Thank you. Going further, I feel that climate change is going on the heights of this thing, and as Indians, we should be really concerned. Every other days in the newspapers, we are facing the worst of the climate change effects, the heat, and we needed a mechanism in which we can fight it off in a way which in the world was the biggest. So that movement, we started Satyagraha against pollution, Satyagraha against climate change, with the inspiration of the biggest Satyagraha held by Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. We came up with this idea that each and every person has to contribute to environment. Otherwise, it's going to be a very hell of a situation. Everybody, see, we will have good professionals. We will have the best of the scientists. We will have the best of the doctors, engineers, lawyers. But we will not have concerned citizens. We will not have environmentalists. And we need each and everyone to be an environmentalist. So here on this platform, I would like to invite you all to join this movement of Satyagraha against pollution, Satyagraha against climate change, and become Paryavaran Senani, serve the Mother Earth, serve our country, our Mother India, and make a change. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Jai Hind.